I'm sorry. We got, hey, we're live.
We're live.
That's a great hat.
Thanks.
I like it. I like it. That's bringing a little flower and sunshine to our lives on a Monday morning.
That's right. It's snowing over here.
It's snowing?
Mhm.
Y'all I saw my thing popped up and said, winter storm warning. And I went, what the
Yeah.
heck? What the heck is that? And I pulled it up and it was like, oh, Skinny Atlas, New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how it is. It's okay.
It's just another manic Monday.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Monday's great, though. I love Monday.
I, I love every day. They're all the same except for, well, they're all kind of the same. You know, when you're in this business, they're all kind of the same. For you, I know it's different.
It is. Well, no, I hear what you're saying. I just love Monday because it's like a fresh start a fresh start of the week. Doesn't matter what happened last week. It's Monday.
Well, that's kind of what I want to talk about too. Was doesn't matter what happened, and I'm not a news watcher. I don't, you know, I do believe that CNN is constantly negative news, and I think that there's scare tactics, fear tactics, and all that other crazy crap out there going on. How much, what of it do you believe? Well, the reality of it is that we had a bank that closed this past weekend. Friday was our last day. Silicon Valley Bank. You know, the Silicon Valley, money mad rush, blah, blah, blah. And that's where all the cash flow is. And so they shut down. They said, we're done. We're closed. We're out of money.
And that'll freak people out in a big hurry.
Can you imagine going now? See, in the picture that I put on the.
Hi, Lori. Hi, Allie.
Lori and Allie. What's going on? It's good to have people join us, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. And so the picture that I put, and I'm going to share this picture because this was a picture. This is the real deal. This picture was up, and it was on the news, and it was interesting to say the least. It said Silicon Valley Bank closed, and they got papers on the doors, and people, I'm going to the bank to get my money, and there's signs on the doors, and they're closed.
Yeah, it's scary.
So yeah, people are kind of freaking out about that, but the reality of it is, and I don't know if you're tuning in this morning, whether you were in this industry back in 2008, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me tell you, because that's when the real estate market collapsed. That's when a lot of the .com companies, telecom companies. So when the real estate markets, and look what's going on with the real estate market right now, and interest rates are going up. And when they raise interest rates, a lot happens to the economy. But one of the things that over the past 15 times in history, you can go back and Google this and look in history. When they raise rates, they're trying to slow inflation and trying to manage recession. But what happens is, as a byproduct of that, is unemployment. Interest rates go up, so does unemployment. And so with the cost of eggs, I mean, everybody likes eggs, with the cost of groceries, they always say, well, there's high from Daytona Beach. Nice. I think the weather down there is better than here. With the cost of things going on, then banks closing, people kind of panic. And that's what happened in 2008, 9, and 10. And I remember going to network marketing events. And there's one particular place that I remember in North Charlotte. And if some of you, there's a couple of people who are part of our team who were around back then and went to those meetings. And so they had a meeting at this restaurant. And I'll think of the name of the restaurant in a minute. Anyway, they said, get there early. I'm like, okay. And the Windy City, Chicago. So I got there 15 minutes early, and the place was just slammed packed. You couldn't get in. You couldn't. They're like, we can't. I mean, we planned on 35 people. There's over 100 people here. And so they were all kind of standing in there huddled up to see this presentation about how to earn additional income on a part-time basis to supplement what they were currently doing, whether it was construction, whether it was, because housing, when if you think about that, when construction goes down, housing goes down, so does, there's lots of people that are involved in that don't work. And the mortgages, I was just talking to my good friend Jill last week, and she said, we're dead. They're laying people off like crazy in the mortgage business. Yeah.
Lots of opportunity for us.
Well, think about that, because
I remember that in 2008 in my business, skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Skyrocketed.
And so there's a lot of people out there that go, hey, I'm looking for customers. Well, that's great. But let me say this now, when that happens and when this industry, when the world changes around us, people's disposable income, the extra money, they tighten those belts and they tighten those budgets and they tighten down and they stop buying things that they see as non-essential. And so our customers slow down a little bit. Mm-hmm. But our business builders, our VBO rate, our members, it'll double that. It'll skyrocket.
Mm-hmm.
Because people and life will go, oh my God, well, well, now's the perfect time to go out and talk to people, and you can talk to them wherever you see them. But this is going to be a topic of conversation going forward for the next couple of years. I've been talking about this, and not to say that I'm patting myself on the back, but I've been saying the worst is yet to come.
Yeah.
But literally, with us in our business, it's the best is yet to come.
Right.
Yeah. The best is yet to come.
Yes, it's a great time.
It's a perfect time. It's a perfect time. And listen, it's a lot of people go, well, you're taking advantage of a bad situation. Look at it that way.
We're trying to add good into a bad situation. We're trying to give options. And, I've had people before argue, well, but people's budgets are tight and so nobody's going to want to buy. Well, this is where we need to do a good job about selling the value of what we have, because it is a value. Like, you can't look at everything as an expense. You have to look at the value of what you're getting for the money. People have money to spend. They're just a little more choosy, perhaps, of how they spend it. So it's our job to help them see the value of what we have and how that can positively impact their health and their life.
Well, and educating people is so important. And it's just invite, share, follow up. The program doesn't change, but the script sometimes can change. Just talking to someone this morning, and they said, I said, are you ready to get started building your business? And they said, I'm going to start in September. And so I'm like, September, question mark? Because I'm like,
no time like tomorrow.
So March, April, May are three of the best months of the year to build. Banks are closing. The industry's changing. There's never going to be a better time than now. But so I said, September, question mark. Well, my insurance, I'm on Obamacare, and I have to watch the money I make, because if I make too much money, they change the plan. So listen, that for people that don't understand, that's a logical question. That's a logical thought. Yeah. That's a logical thing. But see, at the end of the year, when you're in the business of being an entrepreneur in a home-based business, the 1099 comes out next January. It does not say which month you earn the money in.
Correct.
So you can earn this money now, and it just says at some point in time in 2023, this person earned X number of dollars in a home-based business. It could have been December.
Right.
That's why so many people join in December for the tax deductions.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go ahead and start now, start earning money. And we also need to teach people that, here's the deal, is that when the subsidized insurance is based on your personal income. So you set up an LLC. I know, Denise, you have a separate entity, a separate business that is your business income, right?
Yes.
And is yours an LLC too, right?
I'm an S Corp.
She's an S Corp. Okay. Don't get confused in all that.
Doesn't matter. Corporation.
LLC, S Corp. What that means is I've got a business, and Denise has a business, and her business is Rockstar Longton LLC. I don't know what that is, but I'm just guessing, right? And mine is Team Elevation LLC. Well, that business makes the money, and that's not how my insurance and how my income and how everything's rated on me.
Right.
When I tell people how much taxes I paid last year, they go, "How did you? Wait a minute, what?" I was on food stamps, just lost them, and yet believe I know I'll be fine as motivation to sell more of the goodness. Yeah, that's motivation.
That is motivation.
That's
motivation. I've said this before. I was always taught that motivation is equal parts discomfort and hope.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have plenty of hope, if you believe in something, that's great. But if you don't have any discomfort, sometimes you're not motivated, and vice versa.
Right. And so somebody must be saying, "Hey, morning Zoom. Hey, I want to talk to Al right now." Not right now, I'm doing a Monday morning Zoom. Exactly. And so, sorry, let me respond to this person so they know that
I'm this Facebook user, I'm so sorry, I don't know your name, I can't see your name, said they decided to use their estate money from their former husband to invest
in my health.
Mm-hmm.
It worked. I'm getting better. The doctors are 25 to 30 years behind on research. I know at least 6 tests I need to determine the extent of my injuries, but my doctors only did 2. My business was to be Bright Hope Wellness, but I have to pause it. So that's a good question as to when you say pause it. We can, and that's where we need to educate people on, so they say, well, so I've been 1099 and then, and I'll just tell you that my personal income tax bill last year, what I owed for personal income taxes was $4,500 for the whole year. And right. I don't pay out weekly out of my check because I have so many deductions, and because my corporation is the one making the money, and I don't buy things and I don't spend money on things, my corporation does.
Right.
When they buy things, it's this new MacBook Air that Denise is helping me with. I switched to Mac, and I'm like, "You're going to hate it." Well, I mean, no, you're not going to hate it. You're going to love it, but you're going to have some difficulties, some hurdles to overcome. There's differences.
Yes.
But I didn't buy that. My company bought that, and that's a tax deduction.
Yes.
So,
lots of confused to think that you have to incorporate or you have to teach people this. It's not necessary, but this is a good time to get involved with Touchstone. And if for some reason someone can't, if they have a real thing that they can't start till September, they can still get in. You can learn things, you can be involved, you can start using the products and feel what that feels like and improve your health. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, see, and all the other stuff, there's plenty of training. It's just like saying, well, I need to be an expert on the products to join the business. No, you don't. There's tools. There's everything's available for you tool-wise, and everything's available for you tool-wise. What I want people to understand is that right now people are more than ever working 2 and 3 and 4 jobs trying to pay their bills. More than ever, they're looking for a part-time gig to earn additional income. We've got an opportunity that not only can they improve their lives financially on a part-time basis, but they can also improve their lives mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. They can be part of something. We can help them grow their income by helping others improve their lives and health at the same time. And the compound effect makes a huge difference. So now's the perfect time to get started. You don't want to wait. And if you're worried about taxes, then you just need to understand, we'll teach you about that. But trust me, that's not an issue. If you're worried about insurance, that's not an issue. I talked to a veteran who was on disability, and he goes, well, what about my disability check? And I said, how much is your disability check? He said, I can barely get by. I said, how much is your disability check? He said, $1,200 a month. I said, okay, no problem. I said, what if you're making $12,000 a month? Would you worry about the $1,200 a month? He goes, absolutely not.
Yeah. Well, yes. And I get it. I mean, I understand the fears that people have because, you don't really know what it feels like unless you're in that situation. But
Mhm.
all we're trying to say is that there are ways, there is some workarounds.
Mhm.
So keep an open mind. And when you're talking to people, try to help them have an open mind.
Mhm. Mhm.
It
Amen. Amen.
could be life changing.
Well, it's just because, and you're dealing with a lot of fear right now. A lot of fear. A lot of look at what the Great Depression did. The Great Depression ruined a lot of people, but made lots of millionaires.
Hmm.
I mean, and I hate to even say that because I'm not trying to say let's become millionaires. No, but there's a lot of people out there that need to understand, and that we can help. That we can help. So we can help them. Now's the perfect time. People are going to be looking. If I'm standing in line at the grocery store and somebody sees me buying organic eggs, and they're like, wow, egg. I mean, you're buying organic eggs. And I go, yeah, thank God for this little side gig I got going, this little side business I got going.
Yes.
Because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to afford to buy eggs, period, let alone organic eggs.
Yeah.
And it's how you carry yourself, and it's how you speak, and it's how when you're whistling as you work and you're being happy and you're still doing things in life and great, people will look at you and they want to know what are you doing?
Yeah.
And when people come as the woe is me conversation, you go, listen, they're opening the door for you to say, man, I get it. I feel the same way, but I got this little part-time gig I'm doing that's just made a huge difference in my life and my income. And be positive, turn it into positive. So, yeah. Good stuff. Let me look see what my time is. I'm over time. Stink eye. So it's 17 after. But listen, you're going to hear a lot over the next, really, I mean, this is just the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be hearing a lot. Just know this. We have the ability to help people improve their lives.
Yes.
Spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. We've got all the tools. They can join for free if they need to.
Is try not to get sucked into the
woe is me.
Yeah.
Negative world, negative Nellies. Stay off of CNN, constantly negative news.
It's gonna be great.
Yep. I don't watch any of the news channels. All right. We love you guys. Appreciate you. If you got questions, get with one of us, get with your upline. We'll help you, and we'll help you, and let's go out there and let's make a difference in people's lives. Let's make a difference in people, because there's lots of them looking for us.
And happy St. Patrick's Day this week.
When is that? Friday? Mm-hmm. All right. It's time to be Irish and get drunk.
No.
We're too old for that, right? We're too old for that. That's like,
have a great week.